I've decided to create this musical docuseries called Healing Lilith. And on my journey to creating an album, I wanted to share with you the wisdom and insight of Lilith, how I channel Lilith, how I overcome chaotic mindsets and triggers through my journey. So, in this video, we are going to discuss the 4 types of Lilith and how she shows up in your chart and how she can show up in your life. I'm documenting the making of this album, and it's actually called an EP in the industry because it's not a full-blown album with like 10 plus songs. It's actually a short album. Quick history: my musical background is music theater. I know, and I was a pure theater kid throughout high school. I was in a lot of theater shows in a company. And then I also went to college for theater. So everything about my music has to have a story in it. I used to think that I wanted to be an astrologer. Every time that I did my astrology, I truly loved it. Like, it just flows through me, holds me, and comforts me whenever I talk about astrology. But then when it's time for me to actually make it a business, that's when the dark comes out. Recognizing her darkness. So I have Lilith in Aries, and my other Lilith placement is in Taurus. Even though I see myself as chill, calm, cool, authentic, all of those good traits is how I see myself. When it's time for me to do astrology as a business, the darkness comes through like a piercing sword, especially when it comes to competition. And so, like, I've had several different situations where, like, I'll come up with a topic and then I'll see, like, other spiritualists, influencers take that topic. Like, I came up with the title of it, I came up with the idea, and I'm working to grow my business. And then here comes somebody, like, taking the exact title and creating workshops and creating all of these things, and they don't give me credit, they don't ask me to be a part of it, and it used to freaking anger me so much. So the competitive nature is like, okay, you want to take my idea, you want to steal it from under me and then go share it with your people, like, and not invite me into your clan, into your community. And then you. How to find your 4 Liliths on astro.com. You'll sign in to astro.com and choose extend chart selection on the drop down menu. This is going to take you to the different names that you have on your list. So you'll make sure your name is at the top there. Then you're going to make sure your settings is just at natal chart wheel. You don't need anything else. Then you're going to scroll down, all the way down, and you'll see that you have these added information you can put into. So you're going to click the manual entry and you're going to type in these numbers. Now, I got the numbers and info from the site astrofix.net, but astro.com also has a list of everything, but this is just how I have used it. So the first one is 1181. That's asteroid Lilith. The next one is osculating Lilith, or true Lilith, which is H13. The third is black moon or mean Lilith. That's H21. And then the last is dark moon Lilith. That's H58. Okay, so you'll type those in with commas and then click the here to see the chart, right? So you'll click there to see the chart, and it will draw up your natal chart with the 4 Lilith aspects. So this is how you'll know which one is which. So the one on the bottom is the actual asteroid physical, and that is, it looks like this, Lillit, Lilith. It's spelled that way. All the way, now the osculating one is going to have the O with it, right? That's the true Lilith. It will have the O in parentheses next to Lily. That's osculating. Now you're going to, if you chose the Lilith glyph on the left, you're going to see two different averages. These are the mean Liliths, and again, it's average points. So the chart just calculates it differently, but they shouldn't be that much apart, you know. So this one's at 25, this is at 23 for my chart. But you'll see here that that is how the mean one looks like, the mean Lilith looks like. And then the dark moon Waldemath looks like this with the WALD, and that's how you know that that's the Waldemath Lilith. These songs that I've created, they are all connected because they're the moments in the story, right, where the person is experiencing something. So the only thing is that there is no script, but there is a story. So I'm going to share with you guys the story so you'll understand like what the songs mean and where they're coming from. The astrology community, like other astrologers,
we take from each other.
We read each other's books. We look at each other's videos and we take that information. Knowledge is not owned by anyone. The four Liliths and how they show up in your life. The asteroid Lilith is the only physical Lilith in the sky. This is the area that often shows up in life as how other people will see your dark side. So when people guess like what your Lilith might be, they might be guessing your asteroid Lilith because it's how you are perceived. And people may perceive you through this placement, right? So they might make a judgment call based off of your asteroid Lilith than the other ones that are more truer to you and how you experience your own darkness. So the asteroid Lilith is this place within you that only others can see, and maybe you can't always see it. You'll be called out on your asteroid Lilith. The osculating Lilith, or the true Lilith. The true Lilith is the real Lilith. It is chaotic. It is constantly moving and can't be controlled. This is where you reap the consequences of Lilith. This is how you react when you are triggered through your dark side. The black moon Lilith, or the mean Lilith. This is your average Lilith. This is like how you experience everything. How you're experiencing it on the inside is the mean Lilith. It's on average. This is how I look at the world, and this is how I experience when I have been cast aside. Waldemath, black moon Lilith, the dark moon Lilith. This is the dust cloud, and this Lilith is the aftertaste. This is what it feels like when you have concluded in your chaos and left behind the smoke or the dust of what it was like to experience you in your most darkness or chaos. And that's the dark moon Lilith. And out of that scene births a moment of song, you know. So I'm going to be telling you a little bit about the story. And the story is about a young lady who has never really journeyed into spirituality much at all. She's very smart. She's very even cliche geeky. And she has a friend who she talks to about her problems. And her friends tell her, you should go and check out this tarot reader that I love and my mom uses. And she's kind of creeped out by that. You know, there's a lot of, you know, things that people say about tarot readers. And she's like, really? Like, that's who I should go see? Not a psychologist? Not a therapist? You know, I mean, my situation, my problem is like, is it even meant for a tarot reading? And so she goes to the tarot reader, and she walks in and she's mad spooked out. You know, there's a Ouija board, there's all of these candles, incense burning, it's dimly lit, you know, and the tarot reader is very extravagant. She's got the whole getup, the whole costume on, and she speaks slowly but boldly, right? And she says, girl, why are you here? And the girl is like, I came to purchase a tarot reading. So, of course, every tarot reader wants you to pay. You know what I'm saying? We don't play no games. I mean, I'm not a tarot reader, but those are my people. So she sits down in front of her, and you are finally going to understand what her problem is. So she says, will I ever be pretty? And the tarot reader cackles. That's your problem? People have so many different issues, but that's the reason that you came here, is because you want to be pretty? Seriously? She doesn't give her no kind of give or take, But she goes ahead and she pulls the card, and out comes the death card, right? And so that is the initiation into this whole experience. This girl must be initiated into understanding true spirituality. And if she's going to play this game, of getting a tarot reading, this is not for your entertainment, like where a lot of, businesses, they have to do that, like astrology and tarot, they have to say it's for your entertainment by law, right? But this ain't no entertainment. This is about changing your life. So she pulls out that death card, and the girl freaks out, And the first song is sung by the tarot reader, and it's saying, welcome to my world. This is the world of spiritual transformation. And that's the first song on the album.
Follow the crowd and get left at the bottom. One day they'll ask which one, and I'll say one, all of them. They give back to my people if they want it, I got them. The sun is beaming, the moon is gleaming. The way they shine, I know you've seen it. Full moons, new moons, eclipses and comets. The sky's the limit, you want it, I got it.